The consensus that I've been hearing is there's widespread concern about diesel costs, but then in certain pockets of the country where it's more acute than others, there's a real and growing concern about availability of diesel. And there's a lot of reasons for that. The war in Ukraine has certainly contributed to that. The fact that we haven't had additional refining capacity that's been built, but yet when you've got demand for diesel that has remained quite robust throughout the course of the pandemic to this day, you get into this supply-demand kind of tightening. And so that's certainly a part of it as well. The inland waterway system transports, in addition to grain and things like fertilizer and aggregates, but it also transports a lot of energy products, including petroleum products. And so that's certainly contributing to it as well. We've got kind of a real tightening here. And again, it's not at a very opportune time. Particularly a lot of the northeast part of the United States, they still utilize home heating oil. That'll be a further demand for things like diesel fuel. So yeah, it's obviously something that's a real concern. And for farmers, there are certain pockets where I'm hearing supplies are more limited, scarce. I've had a couple farmers tell me that the availability is day to day, but then other areas of the country, they've been able to get their supplies. But I think overall, this is something that is going to be an emerging concern in this country. Yeah, I'm hearing that the southeastern quadrant of the United States is where the problems are more pronounced, and that includes areas like Tennessee and further into the southeast. Hearing some concerns from farmers who are located close to the inland waterway system, and some of the supplies do occur via barge, and so that obviously is another industry that's impacted by the challenges confronting our inland waterway system. Those areas that are further removed from the river, kind of more in the Midwest and the northwestern part of the Midwest, I'm hearing fewer concerns about getting diesel supply. I think it kind of depends on which part of the country you're in, but I do think that this is a trend that we're going to be hearing more of.